What's up, everybody? Blue-eyed scumbag here from Scumbag Gaming. We are in the new game, The Outer Worlds, and man, you know, we're gonna hop into it, and I have no idea what to expect. So let's get started. That looks good. All right, new game.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity, with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful. Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down. If drive is
Shit.
inoperative.
Oh, hello?
There you are.
Hey.
Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit
Little
of bad
bit.
news there, I'm afraid. Your
Oh my
colony ship
God.
was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take.
Jeez.
Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully
Okay.
at all, but I guess we'll see, yes?
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists.
Okay.
I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Thank you? Okay.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working?
Yeah, what's up?
There you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and
Okay.
he should be waiting for you at the landing site.
Alright.
He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry.
Okay.
I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land.
Alright.
Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Oh, okay. We're entering orbit. Hello? Oh my god. What? Hello? Oh.
You've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well,
Oh.
no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Okay.
Hawthorne won't mind
Oh. Okay, that's how I look at
you
my
taking
stuff.
his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after
What the hell
bounty
was
on my
that?
head. Shame about
What'd I
the
just do?
whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Okay. Hello, little fella. Oh, alright, bye then. What the hell is this? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. You're okay. Oh. Whoa, what the hell's happening?
You see now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Yeah, it's you're telling me. Ow. Who's this?
Hey, you, come here.
Oh, what you
You
need?
try the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
What?
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one.
Yeah, no
Hope
problem,
you
man.
don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Spacers, what?
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan.
What the hell are you
We were out
talking
on
about?
patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Okay. You're hiding in a cave and you blocked off the exit. good
Spacer's
as
Choice
dead.
policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless
Okay.
I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Someone grounded their ship illegally. I'll hunt them down for you. Got better. Give me your gun and I'll go get help. You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all.
Oh,
All
thank you.
Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous saltuna.
Okay, I have his gun now. Hey man, I'm just gonna borrow some of this stuff, okay? I'll bring it back.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened?
Would you relax?
Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Oh, what the hell's going on? Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time, the TD button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TD meter very slowly while moving. And attacks drain it faster. The TD meter refreshes slowly over time. Okay, so it's like it's like VATS. Makes sense. These, these people made up the. Get out of here! I'll take all that. Thank you. Okay. Pick this lock. Thank you, whatever that thing is. Where does this guy's body go? Blew him up here, so he went flying. Oh, here's something. I don't know. Okay, let's keep moving, I guess. It's pretty wild. Okay, let's see, bah! Bah! Got him! Okay. Okay. Cool. Alright, there we go. Okay. What's this? Is that the ship I need? Who are these people?
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
What's up?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on
Okay.
that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Of course I am. I'm a superior officer.
Still a
Stands to
moron.
reason, don't it?
Hoping a
Just
little
you
bit
watch.
smarter than he
I'll
is.
cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Right.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we
Alright.
go.
Let's go. Ha! Got them all. No. Nobody gives a shit. Okay.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Okay.
Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors.
Hey, easy now,
Please
easy.
return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you gonna do? Self-destruct?
Selection procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks.
Wait,
Prepare
what?
to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4,
Wait, wait, wait!
3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex
Well, good. This is what I was looking for.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty.
You're welcome.
I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Yes.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne.
Alright,
see
I
your
guess I'm
powers
Captain
of
Hawthorne.
deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable.
Oh, that's not
Our
good.
main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Okay.
A Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements.
Okay.
I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge.
Thank you.
Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Okay.
The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain. If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the crux... I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs... to you now, Captain. Help
Yeah,
yourself. No, really.
I will. Thank you. Okay. See what else we got in this ship.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
I'll be sure to get one of them in just a second. Let me see what else we got around here.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. That's good.
These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Okay. Good to know. Alright, well, I guess let's get to it.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I'd report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay, take care. Alright, so we're going to Edgewater. Okay. Whoa, whoa, easy, easy. Thank you. Just doing my civic duty. I thought there was another dead guy. Oh. Thank you. Hey! Look at this. Nice. Hells to the yeah. Okay. What are these people doing? The fuck is that?
Whoa, hey.
Hey.
Where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend.
My pod crashed in the hills back there. How do you know I'm not a
You
marauder?
talk too pretty for a Marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
That sounds trusting.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's
Probably
Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Okay. Who do you think I can talk to about power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery.
Okay.
Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work if you're offering me a job.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company.
What?
Renting means money. Money means
You
paperwork.
rent your own grave?
Paperwork
That's
means
kind of
signatures.
weird.
Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Hmm.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours.
Okay.
Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Alright, I'll make sure. Oh, actually, we'll do that. Let's, do this first. Let's go inside Edgewater. Alright. Why is my gun always pulled out as soon as I walk into a place? That's not good. Oh, the barbershop. Hey.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
Hey, would you relax?
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
You sound like a prick. I can show you my hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
You owe somebody some money.
Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't care. Pay up.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, hang on. Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the
Oh,
law,
that's not good.
and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an
Not
IOU.
a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Anyway, I'll be back. I gotta go find this power thing. Gotta talk to the town leader. Guess he's in here. Bum bum ba na 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 na.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holt. Seems we've got a guest.
Yes.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told to talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice
Seem
you
like a
are not in
goon.
uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one.
Oh, yeah?
And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Okay.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out.
Okay, go
There's a
ahead.
power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what
I
do
was
you
not
mean?
entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
What a surprise, I never would have guessed.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Okay.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful.
Really?
I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tapes,
Let's do it.
I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Paint companions prove their skill, combat skill. Their skill enhances your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. Combat ability. Okay.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Okay. What's your name? Parvati?
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
Okay.
It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Okay, so how well did the deserters did you know this Adeline Reed mentioned? Adelaide.
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know
so she was a
is
big
she
wig.
left after the son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it.
Okay.
That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Well, let's go do that then. No, that's not where I want to go. Okay. Damn it. Where's the map? There it is. Okay. Oh, that's the exit. Okay. So that's not where I go to talk to the guy. This is where I go to talk to the guy.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yo, man, what's up?
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission.
No, we want to...
What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Oh, cut off power to Adeline's deserters.
I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Okay.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
I've been honest, I'm not impressed I can handle myself better than a vicar.
The
Gotcha.
marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay. Well, let's go do this. Talk them into leaving before we shut off their power, because I need that thingy. Okay. Well, it put me on the wrong side. I gotta run around this place. Damn it. It's alright. You coming? Good.
Something you need?
Yeah, you're gonna need, I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
Oh. You mean she's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers.
Okay.
Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Oh. Okay. Is that normal?
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible.
So she
Dad
was a
just
slave.
fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Okay. Can I give you stuff? No. Guessing you don't carry weapons? Not that I know of. That's fine. I'll cover us both, don't worry. I'm kind of tired of wearing the tubes. Let's put that on. Yeah, that, I mean, that looks a little bit better. Just avoid those guys for right now. You still coming? There you are. Emerald Vale Community Center discovered. Okay. Oh! I was not expecting that. Oh, they're all over the place. Okay.
Okay, going quiet.
Yeah, you go quiet. Alright, we're almost there. Come on. Guess we just follow the road here. Seems pretty smart. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Okay. The botanical lab. Oh. Okay, let's
I don't know you.
I don't know
Whatever
you.
you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Pretty sure it is.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Okay. Where can
Over
I find
in the
her?
hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Okay.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the Aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet.
Oh, would you relax?
No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Could do without the gallows humor.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Alright, let's go talk to Adelaide.
Oh gosh. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Yeah, you must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
All right, Pravati. No, no. All right, we're here to do a job.
You're
Okay,
Robert's
relax.
girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Right. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
This is serious. I'm about to cut off your power.
You're doing this for Reed? Why? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Yeah, well, I'm not a hero. Not interested in making. I just want to fix my ship.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
Well,
He was
son of
tired
a
all the
gun.
time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
Yeah, I still
That
don't like
was
it.
unkind of me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dear.
Yeah, what do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living.
But it's a
Every single
living.
person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
And what happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider
I
it.
trust you will listen to your conscience.
Yeah, don't trust me that much.
Where are we headed?
Okay, so we have a bit of a moral dilemma. Should we help these guys or should we help the company? Either way, I get my part I need for my ship and whatever. I mean, you guys could just move back. I mean, can't be that hard. Like, look at these nice people.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Who? Who are you talking about?
Oh, didn't see you there. I was, Well, I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Yeah, that real
You,
smooth, buddy.
Are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
No, I'm not from town. I'm just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we?
That's not...
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Alright.
I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
I expect a fair
I'll pay
price
you
for my
every
trouble.
pad you bring me. If, by some miracle, you can bring me the full set, I'll give you something pretty I've been saving for a lucky day.
Oh, okay. Bet. I'll let you know if I find
Would you?
anything.
I'd be grateful.
Alright. Well, let's, we're gonna do some side quests first, and then we'll decide this big moral dilemma. Let's help some people out. Why not?